There is a big problem with getting your ex back advice. It's largely shit and it won't do anything. In just a few minutes, I'm going to teach you everything ex back coaches and ex back videos don't want you to know and what to actually do when going through a breakup. If you're sick and tired of spending your day in limbo listening to hundreds of ex back videos and getting nowhere, stay tuned because it's about to get seriously tasty. If you're new to the channel, my name is Nick and this is The Love Fix, the home of no bullshit but compassionate breakup, relationship and reconciliation advice. If you are a returning listener, dude, what you doing? You've got way too much time on your hands and you should be listening to something way more educational, like how your favorite influencer lost 100 pounds in 3 months or some shit like that. I'm not angry, I promise. Let's first cover the bullshit ex-back coaches are saying and then we'll go over what you should really be doing. Here's the thing. I could have more subscribers, views and way more money if I sold you full soap and charged you $277 for 30 minutes of my time, just like Love Advice TV. That's 222 British pounds of the realm. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, Love Advice TV. What do you guys do in your spare time? Finance revolutions? You better be throwing in lunch and a stripper for that kind of money. I charge £80 for 1 hour of my time over a Zoom call, and my breakup recovery book is only 12 of His Majesty's British pounds. I think we can all agree I smash it when it comes to value and I'm way fucking funnier. And just FYI, my book is 4.9 out of 5 stars on Amazon and it's selling quite nicely. I'm just saying. Link in the description below. Back to the video. And yes, my content is also a funnel for people to sign up for one-to-one breakup recovery coaching and to buy my book. But with me, you get what you see. You get tons of value, and I've coached several hundreds of people to use no contact correctly with a no bullshit but compassionate approach. And quite honestly, this video isn't going to get many people to tap the coaching link in the description to sign up for one-to-one coaching with me. The one-to-one sessions are my bread and butter, but this video isn't about converting leads into clients. It's about telling the truth so you guys can move forward with or without your ex. The ex-back coaches come across super compassionate. Their entire approach is to find your pain point and press down on it until you beg them to take your money. I have no issue with people making a living on YouTube, I'm doing it right now, but I do have an issue with false hope bullshit ex-back videos and the underlying value not aligning with the price tag. The fact is, there is no secret to getting your ex back. But the breakup coaches will have you believing otherwise and they will say shit like the following. Here are 5 ways to get your ex back. How to get your ex back when they don't have feelings for you. Your ex will have no choice but to choose you if you do this. Actually, I wish I had a thought of the last one, that was pretty good. All jokes aside and for full transparency, I have on occasion used similar titles because that's the only way to get people to click on your video sometimes. I don't like the rules, but nonetheless, that's how it is. Although titles can be clickbaity, and that's YouTube 101, it doesn't mean the content has to be bullshit. These influencers, and I use that term very loosely, have highlighted timelines about when your ex will come back. The fact is, there is just no way to predict this because the human race are a bunch of fickle fucknuggets. Craig Kenner famously says, every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Working on that logic, there really isn't any stable formula or way to get your ex back. That doesn't mean exes don't come back. I've helped many couples reconcile and helped many people move on from their ex to bigger and better things and much better romantic partners. The crazy thing is, the strategy for both outcomes is the same, and that is learn how to get you back. My book doesn't tell people what to think, it teaches them how to think. Because if you think and act like a dumpy, then that's all you'll ever be to yourself and in the eyes of your ex. That shit is not sexy, and the last thing you need is your ex to be thinking you are not sexy. But if you think and act like a student, if you take responsibility for your healing and progress, you become sexy and empowered. No contact has never been a tool to get an ex back. Some dickhead one day read a study on the fade and effect bias and made money out of 30 days no contact, get your ex back programs because that's how long it takes the fade and effect bias to kick in for most people. The faded effect bias is when memories associated with negative emotions tend to fade in favor of positive memories and emotions. This typically starts to bite people from around 30 days onward, and ergo, the influencers got hold of this and made the 30-day no contact rule to get your ex back. That shit will keep you watching ex-back content for a whole year, keeping you stuck and in the place that made you sick. I am not angry, I promise. The thing is, working on yourself may, and I stress the word may, get your ex back. More on that coming up. But it will definitely get you back and moving on to partners vastly better than your ex. The other thing you must accept is that people will do what they want to do. Your ex's response is the truth of the situation. Ultimately, it takes two fundamental things for your ex to come back. They must be willing, and they must see that you've leveled up. You have no control over their willingness, but you have supreme control over your journey, your progress, and your worth. The second you separate your worth from their decision is the second you are sexier than you've ever been in your life, and that's when people begin to take notice. If your ex comes back, you're responsible for moving forward with your life. If your ex doesn't come back, you are still responsible for moving forward with your life. Either way, the strategy is the same. You move forward by taking responsibility for what you do after being dumped. This shit is a lifestyle and a mindset. It's not manipulation, it's not an ex-back program, and it's not easy. We're playing chess here, not checkers. A breakup is the only terminal diagnosis that will give you a new life if you allow it to. If your ex comes back, it's a new life because you leave the old relationship buried and start anew. If they don't come back, it's a new life and you start anew without them. With or without them, you're moving on and making waves. They can either ride the wave with you or get swept aside in its wake. At the end of the day, it's not your circus and it's not your monkeys regarding what they do, say, or feel. If they are to come back, it's because you did no contact correctly, and by correctly I mean with the correct intentions, not with the intention of getting them back, with the intention of getting you back. Either way, you win, and I just saved you $277. You're welcome. As always, thank you for listening. You're going to be fine. There are some videos popping up on your screen now that might be of interest to you. Take it easy. You are enough, and I will see you on the other side.